In this video, I'm going to go over 5 ways for you to naturally change how many calories you're taking in without actually changing what you're eating. The first thing is the concept of eating to 80% full. So do you remember that class we had in high school where we were taught, what appetite awareness was, when we were full, when we were hungry? Neither do I. So most adults and most clients I've worked with have very little to no awareness of hunger or full cues. And so a lot of people don't actually know when they're full, when they should stop eating. And a lot of times people have the extreme ranges understood of like, oh, I'm super hungry, and they've eaten in a day, I'm so hungry. Or they have the other extreme on the other end of the spectrum of, oh, I just ate all this food, I'm bloated, I'm full. Ugh. But most people don't have an understanding of the in-between ranges and being aware of those different different ranges on the spectrum, right? And so one of the first habits I give to clients is the concept of eating to 80% full. So 80% full is basically eating to a point where you are full, you are satisfied, you are satiated by this meal, and you stop there without going to that 100% full or that fully bloated kind of feeling, and continually doing that throughout the week through more and more meals as we work together. A lot of clients just doing that alone have lost weight. The second tip here is trying to slow down and be more mindful when you're eating. So a lot of times we rush through our meal. We're really busy, and we just don't have a lot of awareness of how fast we are chewing or even what our food tastes like a lot of times. And so the concept of trying to slow down when you're eating will naturally make you consume less food, because your stomach will have time to tell your brain, tell you that you are full, you've had enough food. But when you rush through it, you don't give your stomach enough time to give you feedback there. And so you find that you eat quickly and eat a full meal. A couple minutes after you're done eating, you feel kind of bloated and kind of tired and kind of slow. And so giving your stomach time to actually respond to what you're putting in it and telling your brain what's going on will help you eat less naturally and feel more full with less food. And the third tip here is to have no distractions while you're eating. So a lot of times you go out to a plaza or a place where food is being served, right? And people are eating by themselves. You see them on their phone, on the laptop, or doing something that's distracting them, and they're like on their phone doing this, and they're eating here. Right? I've done that a few times myself. And so when you do that, as similar to the first 2 tips, you're really not aware of how much you're eating, how the food tastes, what it's making you feel like. A lot of times people they don't feel good when they're eating, and they don't really, or after they've done finished a meal, and they can do this continually over time if they don't have the connection of the type of food they're eating is making them feel a certain way. And so when you take the time to limit distractions, TV, your phone, whatever it is, while you're eating, you can start connecting the dots of what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad. And so having that period of time when you're eating where you can just focus on those things is a huge thing to help you kind of manage your weight and manage how much food you're intaking without even changing what you're eating. The fourth tip here to work on avoiding overconsumption when you're eating at a meal is to add a friend. So the third tip was focusing on limiting distractions like electronics and whatnot. When you have a friend in the mix, you're less likely to eat aggressively, and you're likely to talk to that person in between bites. You'll slow down naturally, and you'll also be able to connect with a friend you haven't seen in a while, and create or foster or maintain a relationship, which is good for your social health in general as well. The fifth and final tip is using your hands. So a lot of times people ask me, what is a serving of X or what is a serving of Y? And a really easy portable thing you can use is your hand. So whether you're making food for yourself at home, whether you're out with friends or at a social event, your hands are always there to help you out and to guide you. And so I'm going to go over the 4 different food groups and how to use your hands to measure a serving for each one. So here, the palm of your hand can be the serving size of a protein or a meat. So for example, chicken breast, chicken thigh, lamb, whatever kind of meat you're eating. If you're a bigger person, obviously having maybe 2, maybe 3 max usually. If you're a small person, closer to 1 palm, right? And for veggies, using a a fist will be a serving of vegetables. So for broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, things of that, carrots, things of that nature. So bigger person, once again, use maybe 2 to 3 fists to measure out a serving for you. Small person, maybe 2 to 1. And the next one is going to be for your carb sources. So think about using a cupped hand as your carb source. Think sweet potatoes, rice, etc. Once again, 2 to 3 if you're a bigger human being. If you're smaller, more petite, on the smaller side, think 2 to 1 as servings of your carbs like rice, potatoes, etc. And then the last one are your healthy fats. So think avocado, nuts, seeds, things like that. Peanut butter sometimes. It's actually your thumb. So a lot of people, they see the thumb and they think that's very small. And the reason why is because for every 1 gram of fat, that is 9 calories compared to 1 gram of protein or 1 gram of carbs is actually 4 calories. So there's more calories per gram of fat than the other food groups. That's why the serving size for that is a little smaller. Thanks for watching this video and consuming all these different tips. Hopefully you use them soon to help you control how much food you're eating per meal without trying to overwhelm yourself or doing some extreme diets. If you want more tips on nutrition, exercises, mobility, those types of things, like, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you'd like to see in future videos and what you thought of this video as well.